everybody.
Okay.
This is Wes.
Here we are in the land of...
Are we live?
Yes, I think so.
All right.
I don't think you started the stream. It's not there, Brian. There it is.
Yeah, it is. It's there. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the pre-show show. There's nobody here, but that's okay.
All right. The pre-show show is going to be the kickoff for my new podcast. So I'm going to use the pre-show show as the early episodes of spoilers.
Okay, go. Go for it. I like it.
I haven't watched anything lately.
Well, that's no fun.
Spoiler, we made it to Mars.
Kyle is here. Camden is here. Hey, Camden, how are you doing? Tell me, is our audio good? Is it crisp? Is it on point? Is it crackly? Is it butt hurting? Or is it good? Somebody over there in the live stream, tell us, please. Hey, Josh. How do we
I heard
sound?
that pre-show could get you pregnant.
God. Who put that baby in you?
Okie dokie.
That's the kind of content you get when you show up early.
All right. Are you guys ready? Are you moving your camera around?
Yeah, I didn't like where it was.
Oh, now you're all. Well, it's on you. That's where you're at now. You're just there. You're just where you are. Okay, I'm gonna hit the button to record things here.
Can I do this the whole time?
You can do whatever you want. I don't care anymore.
Brian's had it.
No, I told you tonight when I came in it was going to be one of those nights where sometimes things just fall together and then sometimes things are just a mess. And this was just one of those nights where everything was like, I didn't know where any of the wires went. Wes was late, I
wasn't late. You didn't let me in the friggin' room. You said, here, wait in the waiting room. I'm an important doctor. I'll let you come in when you want.
Okay, let's do this.
Hey, man, this is how you wear your flannels, eh?
Oh, jeez.
Joey, somebody complimented your hair already. I have not heard anybody ever compliment Joey's hair ever, so that's amazing.
Hey, Pete's here. Okay, we're actually going to start this now. You guys ready? Okay.
What?
Hey, everybody, I'm Brian.
I'm Joey.
And I think I'm Wes.
Welcome to episode 112 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. Come on and spend the next hour or so with us talking about gravel bikes, adventure biking, bikepacking. You got me on the pancake game.
Panclocks.
Yeah. Bike camping or just playing bikes. How you guys doing tonight? How are you, Joey? I'll ask you first.
I am really tired.
Yeah?
My body battery right now, according to my Garmin's, at 5. Which is not good.
Well, that's not good.
No.
5 out of how many? 10?
100.
Oh,
I am
geez.
drained.
You need a break.
I'm having a old fashioned with some makers in it just for Travis.
You're kind of scaring me a little bit over the way you're wearing your flannel.
I know.
I like it.
Wow.
It's like a cloak.
It's weird. He looks sharp and scary at the same time.
Alchemy bicycles.
Okay.
It kind of looks like he's getting a haircut. It almost looks like one of those haircut
like a
capes.
cape. How are you doing tonight, Wes?
I'm doing fantastic. I am 20% drunk now.
Oh, nice.
You were only 10% not long ago.
Oh, yeah. No, I had some ribs before this. I got off at 5:30 and I made ribs, and now I'm drinking a Moscow Mule.
Oh.
So things are going well.
Well, I think you said you're 20% because you live at 10 or 12, right?
That's normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
The life of an insurance salesman.
So it hasn't got quite too far along the way yet.
Yeah,
and
it'll be fine.
Wes just told us what he's drinking. What are you drinking tonight, Joey? Have you got anything?
He did tell us.
Yeah,
Were you listening? What podcast are you on, Brian?
I'm all over the place.
I'm having a slippery nipple.
What did you actually say? What you're having?
Yeah, I have an old fashioned. The alcohol of choice in it is Makers.
Okay.
And
you said that because I'm actually concerned for myself right now because I don't remember that at all.
Yeah,
Brian has got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Thankfully,
we're gonna check him into the cuckoo house.
Yeah.
See now in his old age.
I don't know. I'm drinking a McDonald's.
Was it the heat that did it to you?
No, it's just what I had these
Heat
nights.
wave today.
I had these nights where everything seems like it's a little off. And
One of
I'm
these
having a
nights.
McDonald's tea because I had to go to McDonald's because Joey.
I had McDonald's pee earlier.
No, Joey promised me some dinner tonight, and then about halfway down Dow Road, I get this text, and it says, "Oh, dude, sorry, no dinner." So I had to go and find me some dinner.
I don't care. I'll take the heat from Brian. My lovely wife actually cooked me dinner tonight.
I know, and I
she didn't know that I was cooking for you too.
And I said
it was ready when I got home.
And I said that was
and
fine.
I yelled at her after to pick up her mess.
No, you did the exact right thing.
Did not go well.
I came in and there was like low light and there was flowers on the table and candlelight and all this kind of stuff. I felt a little oogie. I didn't want to walk in. I was like, should I come in? Should I stay? What's going on here? So it was actually very nice. I applaud Jess for
and she made me a sheet cake sized pancake for the week.
That's awesome.
Chocolate chips on it.
Yep. Who wants to go first with ketchup? Why don't you do it, Joey? What's going on with you?
Let me tell you about me. Joey, I did. Not a lot. I guess a lot has happened. I'm trying to. Stuff gets so. It's been crazy. I feel like I go against all my. We have this or that's and stuff between like we did vehicles recently, roof rack, car rack. Now I have a wagon with a roof rack, and I'm like a truck with a hitch rack.
Joey, you've always had a wagon.
Yeah, you got a dump truck. I recently decided, from the help of a friend, Mr. Romero, I waste my Garmin Wahoo, and I've been wearing my watch more and more. So I decided to sell both, and I got a Phoenix 6X. On the way from Garmin.
That's a high dollar watch.
I'm a high dollar man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a quick little side story. I bought I like this watch company called Nixon. I bought a Millennium Falcon watch as an adult. It's like a real watch.
Oh man.
I bought it like 6 years ago. A few $100. The thing they're selling for over $1,000 right now on eBay.
Why don't you sell it?
No.
It's a cool watch.
It's a cool watch.
I'd like to see that at some
It's
point.
not it's not over the top. It's just gunmetal and the face looks like the Falcon. I don't know.
Cool.
But I just scrolled on eBay last night, so I'm selling my Wahoo Roam for $300 for the listeners.
Yeah, I get these notifications from Joey like all the time. The only time he's ever on Facebook is when he's selling something.
I'm mad or I'm selling it. Yeah, it's like Mark. That's about it.
And Joe, you convinced me to get this watch.
I know. Oh no, there is nothing wrong with this watch.
And then I love this watch. This watch didn't go anywhere for me.
I find myself like I was telling you before. I think in the last 6-8 months. I've only used my Wahoo like on like 4 or 5 outside rides. So bear in mind, I've probably only ridden 3 times outside.
Well,
I've ridden more.
I don't think I've ridden this year outside at all.
And I always
so you got rid of your Wahoo and you're just using your watch for everything.
My watch, like I've been riding, and my watch has just been. I just turn on.
And have you noticed like going from like a bike specific computer to something that does it all? Any difference?
No.
I'm just curious. What about like navigation and stuff like that?
So I had to pay a little bit extra to get the super navigation on the Phoenix, because that was my one thing is like, all right, well, I go to something like Unpaved or I go to an event, hopefully I'm riding with people, but I can upload all my files, and the face is huge. It's a pretty big watch.
So that's why I probably wouldn't like it. So when you're riding down the road, you're like doing this? Is that what you do?
I usually, but at the same time, unless I'm riding a group ride, which don't exist, I don't care about my speed.
Okay.
It's like, and it's, we got a whole pull back or whatever if I'm actually out front.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't seen myself
use like your cadence and heart rate to it, can't you?
Yeah. Also, I've been broadcasting. What I really like is the heart rate strap. The heart rate's pretty good on this. I usually when I get on my trainer or something, because I've been Zwifting a lot, I snug it up one more band, one more click, and I broadcast my heart rate from it. So I don't know. I have everything in one. I don't forget my heart rate strap. I said I get out on the road. I'm like, crap, I forgot my Wahoo, so I just hit start on my watch. Nothing against the Wahoo. Like if I know I'll have one again soon, but I consolidated. The Phoenix has got a lot more than I need.
I get it,
and it seems cool.
I get it.
So, and I always have it. I like watches too.
Yeah, I am not going to get a Phoenix. That's way too big a fancy watch for me. I can't do that.
It helps me catch fish too. It's got a feature I downloaded.
It's got an app for that.
Yeah, I got an app. There's actually a lot of really cool stuff with it. So no, I just consolidated. And that's how she rolls. Yeah. I'll basically pay zero money for it after I sell.
What's going on in your Zwift world?
So Zwift, I accidentally did Alpha Zwift on.
Accidentally climbed a mountain?
Yeah. Jess always, we're Garmin fans after. I'm a big Wahoo fan too. Direct bike computers, I still vote Wahoo. Yeah. I love the I was trying to program someone's 830 or something the other day. I hated it. Yeah. So it sounds really redundant on everything I just said. No, Sunday's ride, I went to, I was like, all right, I'm just going to I really want to. I need to make sure I'm in Lulaca and send. Need to make sure I'm in that first. But with my dirty kitten thing, I'm just riding my bike now.
I'm down to that too.
And so I'm on the my last chunk of rides have been somewhat elevated oriented. So I picked a hilly route. and I'm like, what are they talking about? And it's like Alpe d'Huez. And my problem is I didn't take the first half serious because I didn't know what I was doing. But then at the same time, I mentally told myself, I was like, I'm probably not going to do this again. So then I put out some effort. My time was okay. You could watch as like my heart rate was like 80 for like the first few sections or so. And my heart rate, because it'll do all the sections. I think my heart rate, the last 2 sectors was average around like 178, 190 or 180. I haven't hit 190 in a while, my old age.
Yeah.
It was cool. I actually didn't mind, like it went by really fast.
Yeah, because it's like it's a big effort.
It wasn't boring like people talk about. Like you have to focus, you have to pedal. There's zero not pedaling, and it just goes by. I want to do that. What the Vin2 or the Sunday? Yeah,
yep. And I'm in for that. I'm down for that.
So it's like early start, and it's like almost 30 miles.
Yeah,
5,000-6,000 feet of climbing.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
And there is zero easiness using a smart trainer.
Nope. Nope.
Holy cow.
Nope. Full on effort.
When everything, when like average is like 9 or so %, when you get to those little bits where it kind of flattens out, it feels like when the 5% feels like nothing.
Yeah, I know. I always notice that too when I'd go like and do like a big climbing event, like Blood, Sweat, and Gears or something like that, and you come back from it, and it's like, man, you're hitting those 3% and those 4%, which you kind of feel before. Now it's just like, there's nothing here. It's just it lasts about a week and a half, and then you're right back into whatever your normal kind of thing is. But I definitely noticed that too.
No, it was fun. Like I said, at the middle, I said I was never going to do it again, so I went for it. Now I want to beat my time. So we'll see. Yeah. It was fun. I'm all about the elevation. It's weird. I've been about hours a lot in the last 5 or 6 years on riding, maybe a little longer than that, because I spent 2 hours on there, and I went 11 miles.
Yeah, yeah.
That was 2 really hard hours.
If you're chasing miles, that is just not.
I don't find it. I don't know. I'm really weird. And I told you I sound elitist the other day on our text, but miles on trainers sometimes isn't always the best thing versus hours. You have hours and miles. Like you put in the effort.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's different variables.
I think you can on the trainer, you got to stay focused. I know a lot of people, and I did this that January.
You could just get on there and spin.
You could just get on and spin, do zone 1 at a watt, and you could sit and watch Netflix and kind of zone out and just check out, and you'd end up with miles at the end of that. That's what I did in that January a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But if you really engage with what's going on in front of you, you're riding, you're in it, you're hitting, especially on a course like Sand and Sequoia where you're hitting those rollers.
I like that course.
Yeah, you're trying to pump up that top and get the roll over, and you got to stay engaged. You can't just check out.
Well, that's my big thing about the climbing lately. Like it's not just mundane the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I could do the flat course, and it's it's more work than I wasn't doing anyway.
Yeah.
But it forces me. It's just everyone's different how they ride. If that's what forces me, that's I don't know. I just want to check my elevation.
Yeah, you got to stay engaged. And we got a couple of comments here. Casey wants to know if we're doing Lulaca. Pete wants to know if we're doing Growly Cat. That's the Dirty Kitten event. We've said this for a couple of weeks now. We really need to sit down and do a schedule because
I need to sit down with my employer.
You probably need,
weekends.
You need to do that first.
Yeah.
Because then I need to get those weekends because I need to check out on my guide stuff so that I'm not booking stuff. So.
Also, if anyone knows how to get first aid done during COVID, let me know. Anyway, we were talking about this last week. Lulaca my week. So I don't know. Growly Cat's the 18th, I think, that weekend before Lulaca.
Okay.
Which time frame for me probably won't. I can't do both.
I'm hoping.
Plus, it's just a lot of travel.
Did you register for Lulaca?
I believe I did because it was like on New Year's, and Pat sent us the stuff. But I will check and I will message Pat.
I cannot remember if I did that or not. So we'll talk to Pat.
And if it's full, it's full. I'll maybe I'll do the Growly Cat. Me and Jess did In Hunger is the same weekend as she wants to do In Hunger. I said maybe I'll do it the day after the same route when no one's on the course.
If you did,
and I don't have to work it.
If you do that in Hunger, everybody's gonna be like, Joey, fix my bike. It's like you wouldn't be able to ride at all.
I also said I do not like doing events where I am well known in the area.
No.
Oh yeah.
You couldn't ride 100 yards without somebody being like, check my bike. Check it. Yeah. You can't even get through a Zwift ride.
Oh yeah.
People going, hey Joey, what's wrong with my bike?
Me and Wes were famous and we did not get the credit, but we got credit. Remember that year we did it at Century? 6 Pillars?
Oh, 6 Pillars? Yeah, when we were ride mechanics for the...
Yeah, we were doing more work than the guy in the van.
I did 6
They had
Pillars
one guy to do 100 miles.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't bring anybody else on. That was bad.
Wow.
And, well, we installed a crank, and then the guy's crank fell back out. Turns out we met him at another Century, St. Mary Century.
Yeah.
His bottom bracket was actually cracked. That's why his crank kept falling out.
I trued a wheel from a kid that rode in a ditch at a rest stop. There's all kinds of stuff we were doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's kind of my catch up. I get my new watch tomorrow. I'll do my long-term review next week.
Okay, give us your 1 week long-term review.
1 week. Someone did a review recently, and
Go ahead.
I don't know. There's been a couple, and I don't know if they've listened that far back about our long-term reviews.
We're getting ready to talk about stuff we've never even had our hands on. So
Yeah, long-term review.
whatever. Wes, what have you been up to, buddy?
Not much. We were not even supposed to get snow on, I think, Saturday. Woke up Sunday and we had
That was the best
foot and a half
text
of
ever.
snow.
That was a good text. That was you won text that day. That was a great text.
Dennis Perimsky about my watch.
So it was beautiful. We went snowshoeing all day, ran Milo a bunch, and other than that, not a whole lot. Just been working and I don't know, been working, drinking, and snowshoeing. I mean, it's not a bad winter by any means. So eventually, this room will get redone. I'll pull the popcorn ceiling out of it. I'll replace that lamp without a shade, so that way we can class up this podcast.
Oh, be nice.
Yeah.
Be one. You're not in the kitchen, but it's kind of close. Yeah, you got to put a sink in the back or something.
I can do that.
You haven't been in Michigan quite a year yet, have you? Because it was sort of late.
Couple weeks.
Let's
yeah,
hear your
I think
long-term review.
March 9th, that weekend, whatever day that is, that'll be a 1 year.
When will you be able to get outdoors on a bike, do you think?
It
depends. We hit 40 degrees today.
Oh,
and
you could ride in
you think 40 is still kind of cold, but man, after having 10 degrees days every day, you step outside in that sunshine, 40 degrees.
Yeah.
T-shirt on, it was awesome. You just stand out there and it felt great. So it's hard to say because there's a bike trail. I mean, it's less than a quarter mile from my house. It's a 40-mile bike trail. It's all paved. It'll take you to this other town just north of Traverse City.
Okay.
They plow it. They got a guy in a little snowblower. He's got his little cab, and he just sits on it and clears it all winter. But you really need a fat bike to do it because it's still got a couple inches of snow on it most days.
Okay.
So I don't know. It'll probably end of March, April, probably time frame before I'm actually able to get clear roads or roads without salt and wet all over them.
Because that will determine if we actually are going to have him back for real.
Dude, I got to ride my bike. I'm itching to ride my bike.
Good,
being out of the bike industry has revitalized me.
I told you that when you left because you had some concerns about that, and I told you.
I take it back. I hate riding bikes.
No, we talked about that. I remember you and I talking about that, how we thought that, you take away, because I went through that. I was in a shop in college, and you kind of lose you work on the bikes all day, and then the last thing you do when you get out of the shop is you want to talk about or be around bikes. Sometimes it just is, you get burnt out.
I tell you guys that all the time.
This job that I got is the first job I've ever had where when work's over, I've got my life. I don't have anything to think about. That's
nice.
What Joey's going through. That's tough. I mean, even with your tours and stuff, you got to think about that all the time. I mean, I didn't realize how mentally draining that was, but that wears on you. So kudos to you guys sticking in it.
I lose sleep at nights lately.
I
got a lot
hate
going
people,
on.
So once I'm done talking to them, I'm done talking.
I couldn't sleep last night. I had some stuff that I was same thing. Just couldn't get it out of my head.
We should have.
We could have. If you're ever we could have. For me, I get drum roll, please. I just crossed 2,000 miles for the year. So
Ooh.
I'm pretty excited about that. That was my goal. I wanted to get 2,000 miles on the bike before the end of February, not because I'm going to be able to keep that pace, but simply
when you say 2,000 miles on the bike,
yeah,
are you going to do 2,000 off the bike?
What I meant. 2,000 miles on the bike. 2,000 miles on the bike.
Is that trainer and outside miles, or both?
I haven't been outside at all. I haven't been outside
ever.
At all.
We've had Michigan weather
you are
here.
pale.
Yeah, I haven't been outside on the bike
Damn. That's a lot of 2,000 trainer miles.
Since probably 12 Rides of Christmas, last outdoor 12 Rides of Christmas ride.
I'm very excited you guys had that going still. I'm glad to see that kept going.
Yeah, we're gonna ramp that up again come next Christmas. But
no, we're taking it back.
Are you really?
No, God.
I don't know. You could do whatever you want to do.
No, I'm gonna need help.
I know that my mileage is going to. I hope with everything, all the money and stuff I've put into kayaks, that I actually am going to be on boats a lot this summer. That's my hope, and I know that I'm going to lose some window of time. So I wanted to get like a big chunk of miles before that kind of kicks off, probably through the end of March. I really want to get some miles in. So
your kayak, you can pedal, right?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Are you going to count those as cycling miles?
No, I didn't. I actually counted the miles last year, though. I did 450 miles pedaling the kayak.
Nautical miles?
Yes.
Nautical.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Whatever Joey's watches tell us.
Close your ears.
I don't know.
Holy shit!
Right now we are twinsies.
Yeah, and that was not even all of the miles because I think I didn't record.
You didn't have the watch for the first part.
Didn't have the watch first part of the season, and then every once in a while I would just totally spaz out and forget on it. But when I was fishing the creek,
there are people who own motorboats that don't go that far. That's insane.
Most of the people in Solomons.
Yeah.
I don't want to toot my own horn. I've already crossed my half. I've already done more than half my mileage from last year.
I like that.
So
you're in it. You're in it.
it.
I'm excited that you're so gung ho about getting back in the bike and
We'll see.
out on the road and events and stuff like that.
Like
I'm
Joey
excited
said,
about
we'll
that.
see.
I'm excited about that.
Having a normal schedule though will help tremendously.
Okie doke. So that's whoa. What happened?
Nothing happened.
Nothing.
We're still chatting.
Nope. I just hit some buttons. I was trying to scroll down in the document for the show
Whoa,
notes.
we're in a fishing podcast now.
Yeah, and the screen went wild. So, Joe, you want to take a look at Strava Club? Tell us what's going on over there.
I'm on Maryland Fishing Line.
No, I
Strava
fixed
Club.
everything.
All
It's
right.
all fixed.
Told James before. Jim Roberts. Why do people do that?
I don't know, because you
Is there
stand
like
out.
a code in there?
No, because I think you stand out.
Yeah.
That's a very normal name, so I think when you do that, people know which Jim Roberts you're looking at.
James has 203 miles from Wall, New Jersey,
Good job, Jim.
because New Jersey is a wall. Stephen Keller, not our Shimano rep Stephen Keller, but the other Stephen Keller from Virginia Beach, the wall of Virginia Beach, with 193.2 miles. And Dave Brink, that was a good skateboard movie, from Plainfield, Illinois, with 148 exactly. To break into the top 100, you needed 114 miles. We went up 1,2704.
It's ticking up slowly.
Yeah, well, Wes is back, but if you want to, we hit 800, Wes has to leave again. So strava.com/clubs/gravel travel
That's right.
dirt.
If we don't get 5 more on Strava next week, I will leave. So get your friends on Strava.
You heard it here.
Only my friends.
Okay, so we're going to talk about some news and stuff that we've had kind of like floating in the show notes for a few weeks, right, Joey?
I know. I did all this work last year with the.
Yeah, no, we've had this stuff kind of floating around out there. And
the Surly thing was actually older than I thought, so it's probably.
yeah, I know, but it's still something that a lot of people probably haven't heard about. But I want to start. We got a few newsy kind of things. We're going to talk a little bit about.
That was a good movie too. Newsies.
Yeah. We're going to talk about the Redshift kitchen sink bars. And please, everybody understand that we haven't touched any of this stuff. Well, the long haul trucker, I'm sure we have, but none of the because we want, we're going to keep talking about stuff. We're going to keep reviewing stuff until somebody starts sending us this stuff so that we can actually give accurate reviews. I think that's a good plan, don't you?
Yeah,
I think it's actually really smart because people will be like, oh, we actually probably need to send these guys stuff. So Maxxis.
I don't really care about Maxxis.
Maxxis has rolled out a new gravel tire called the Receptor. It's a semi-slick gravel tire that is available in both 650B and 700C options. It is their new entry between their full slick Velocita and their popular all-purpose Rambler tire. It has a slick center tread section with large cornering knobs on the shoulders. And based on information from their website, they envision the Receptor rider to spend 30% of their time off-road with the rest on-road. I said earlier, available in 650B by 47, 700C by 40, and all models are 120 TPI tubeless-ready casings with the dual rubber compound. Black sidewalls will be available first, followed by tan walls in the future. What do you guys think of Maxxis tires? Joe, you're up.
All right.
Do you have any experience? Okay.
There's like a hardcore following.
That's all
on
I've
the
got to say about that.
Yeah.
There's a hardcore following on the mountain bike side.
Yeah.
They're, I think Austin's ridden their gravel tires once. I have nothing against them.
Yeah.
I think they're a little expensive. So, I don't know. I don't have a long-term review of the tires. I like the tread pattern on them.
Yeah.
I feel like it could be like, probably not what I would pick.
It looked to me, if I look at that tread on this tire, it's slick in the center, but the knobs, you know how
It's want to be a Pathfinder.
Yeah, the Pathfinder knobs on the edges, on the shoulders, are not as pronounced as these are.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that if you were to roll that tire at a slightly lower PSI and you spend that much time on the road, you're going to eat those big knobs. You're going to wear those tires really quick. That was my gut reaction when I saw the tread.
I do like the 30. It makes sense as a 30/70 tire.
Yeah, I looked at the...
We need Dustin Klein to review it on this video.
What do you do when you hit 35% off-road?
Oh,
Where do you
stop.
go?
You can't do that. No.
Where do you go? What's your next tire?
Not allowed. I don't know. I found that, and it was just interesting to me that there's a lot of these companies coming on with these gravel tires, and so they talk about the Rambler. Well, the Rambler, if you look at their website, it says it's 40% time off-road with the rest on-road, and now they've got this Receptor tire, which is 30% off-road with the rest on-road. It's like, where does it stop? Honestly, I mean...
It doesn't. The Rambler looks like a Surly Nard, which I don't think they make anymore, and I would never normally say this, but I'm pretty sure the Receptor is just a Specialized Burrow. I think for the first time, Specialized got ripped off here.
I rode the Nards for a little while, and
I love the Nard. I miss the Nard.
Yeah, I was indifferent to the Nard. I'm indifferent to tires. I love my Pathfinders, but beyond that, it is what it is. So anyway, I don't want to spend too long talking about that, but I just thought, if there was some sort of a reputation that you guys wanted to share with Maxxis tires, that this would be a good opportunity for you to do it. Have you guys seen that Surly has decided to discontinue the ever famous long haul trucker?
Has Surly decided to discontinue themselves as a brand?
Surly's making another round.
Yeah.
Are they?
So at the same time that they discontinued the long haul trucker, they also discontinued the Pack Rat, the Troll, and the Pugsley. But obviously the long haul trucker is the one bike on that list I think that kind of stands out. That is the quintessential, so to speak, world traveler touring bike.
Traveler.
I think it is. I mean, steel frame.
At the time, there was nothing really to go up against it.
Yeah, but even still today, 26-inch tires, rim brakes, easy to service in the field.
It's not. Try to find 26 of rim brake stuff.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a lot easier to find 26 rim brake than disc pads that fit some disc brakes. I feel like, you could fix a long haul trucker with sticks, rocks, and a little bit of cow spittle.
Well,
you could make that thing
fix a long haul trucker. We're talking different things.
I think Surly makes a bike for like 2% of the population and expects it to work for everybody.
Well,
because their argument is like, oh, if you go to Indonesia, you can find parts to fix it. And it's like, well, when is like most of your clientele going to Indonesia? Not.
I will say this: I see a lot of long haul truckers on tours.
Oh yeah.
They've been out forever, right? So, why would you buy a new bike if you already got one?
Are they discontinuing just the 26? They have a 700C.
So, what they do have, everybody don't get too excited because the disc trucker is the heir apparent to the long haul trucker. They're dropping the simplicity of that rim brake in favor of a more complex disc brake system. So I find that's an interesting move. I guess it's just maybe more people are just not actually taking this thing to Africa, and it's but think about it. If you're going to go do a ride or tour like that, and you're going to travel like that, you're going to get yourself some extra disc, some rotors. You're going to carry some extra pads.
You don't get the cool little spoke holder though on the chainstay.
Yeah. Good thing I brought my tape, and I'll just tape them on my chainstay.
Yeah,
you put them in your Pringles can. with your dookie.
I think it's kind of a sad thing. I mean, it's iconic, and it's not going to be made anymore.
That's a tire from Maxxis, the Icons.
Oh, Oh,
I don't know.
That was a
Surly's
callback.
got some weird things. Like they need to ditch the horizontal dropouts on those bikes. They gotta figure out their spacing standard. Like
Their spacing is what
135
makes
on
me
these.
mad.
Yeah, I don't know. Surly's living in another world, and it drives me a little bit nuts.
The nicest Surly I've seen though is Phil. Phil from Haymarket.
Mm-hmm.
He has that blue. Oh, what did he? Switched the fork out. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Took the steel fork off, put the carbon on, just decked it out. Real nice, Clark.
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
so
you
that's
could just buy an All City if you want a cool bike.
that's long haul trucker. I don't know that that's big news for a lot of people, but like I said, it's a passing of the torch, so to speak.
Someone took that
the
as big news, Brian.
Well, one of the things it is going to do, it's going to make an aftermarket for that long haul trucker.
See, I think if this were 5 years ago and the long haul trucker were disappearing, I would care, because that would
There'd be
definitely
riots.
be an icon gone. But
Okay.
now there's so many options, and long haul trucker just stayed so
Yeah.
far in the past that it's irrelevant now, I feel like.
Yeah. Okay. Next thing on the list: Redshift kitchen sink bar.
yeah.
Okay. I haven't touched one, seen one, put my hands on it, but you've done a lot of digging, Joey. Have you seen them? Have you actually? No.
I put it
I
in
feel
here
like
though.
Austin's got this bar.
I mean, I got a kitchen sink over there. I got a Redshift stem in my bag, and I got some handlebars in the house.
Okay, so they got multiple widths, 44 centimeters to 50 centimeters, wide bars. So increased stability, increased control, but with all of the handbar positions, the idea is it doesn't come at the cost of comfort. So some basics about the bar: 20 millimeters of rise, less pressure on the hands, broad range of fit options. It's basically the riser bars, like
the hover bars from
hover
Specialized.
bars from Specialized. So you got that little bit of rise. 7 degrees of sweep means the bar is positioned where your hands want to be, whether you're on the flats, the hoods, or the drops. I got a bit of flare, 25 degrees of flare.
25 pieces.
7 pieces of flare.
That's a stable aerodynamic position. This is where it gets kind of fun. The optional endurance loop adds an alternative aerodynamic riding position. Very close. Very, very, very close, everybody, to aero bars.
That's just, you put your root work bag on the front.
But doesn't it actually get in the way of the root works?
You put it on the front of the little...
Oh, you could then dangle the bag way out in front.
Oh, yeah.
Put it off the end of the loop.
It's like a snowplow.
I
Be a
hadn't
front
even,
sack.
Yeah, I
that's
hadn't
a
even
front butt.
I hadn't even thought about that, because when I was looking through all this stuff, and I was looking for pictures of stuff today, and my first thought was, and I was talking to Ron was talking about it on Facebook. I was like, that actually is gonna get in the way. But now that's
it gives you more. The whole point of I look at the endurance thing, just more place to put tchotchkes.
yeah. I always would put more places to put bags and to dangle things. And,
I mean, I don't have to put my computer on my handlebars anymore.
and if you position yourself right, it could be a little turlet. Set it right there.
Yeah, that's
Put
what
your
the Pringles can.
Pringles can underneath of it.
That's a callback, right?
I don't know. I don't know. I what's your thoughts on it? Like,
I think
all
it's
of those
cool.
things. Yeah.
I think there's only so much people have done to handlebars. I'm going to spice it up a little bit.
Change it up. Make sure to see what happens.
Yeah.
Well,
Like it's not for everyone, but neither is the long haul trucker.
They've got a couple of things that go along with it. Their cruise control grip system. Now, I find that
I like
interesting. They have grips that are at the bottom of the drops.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
not
like an ultra romance thing, though.
yeah, it's not just bar tape at the end.
They're
of
like
the bars.
ergon grips.
Yeah, and then also what they call that control grip system, which is what goes up on the bend of the bars right by the hood. Have you seen that at all, or looked?
Bar shapers.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
The only other weird bar in the market is that Canyon hover bar thing, which is atrocious.
Yeah, that doesn't look
That
like.
kind of made a big stink and kind of just fizzled out.
That, or
This
if you
thing
go
is
into like
cool.
the J&B catalog, you can find some bizarre stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put some ape hangers on my gravel bike. Bombing down Lulackaway.
Put a sissy bar behind it.
I was gonna say Jeff Jones is about the only other company making like just kind of an awkward, or like that Manta bar. You
yeah.
know, that like flat bar.
Yeah.
There's only a handful of weird bars out there. So
And you
this
had
is-
that on your Fargo, right?
I've got the Jeff Jones on my Fargo. Yeah.
Yeah. So I Redshift doesn't. They seem to do a lot of stuff right. So I don't think this is a thing that's done wrong. But I applaud them, like you said, for being innovative and trying something different.
Innovative.
Yeah, innovative. And
I don't really like their air bar things that pop on and off really quick.
We
probably just lost our free test swag because of that comment, so I apologize.
Well, they don't pop
Yeah,
one
but
and
maybe
off.
they've got something to prove now.
They have like a quick
Joey's
release.
gonna love this. He just has to try it.
The
No.
loop?
They have had aero bars
Really?
already out. Redshift, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. They're not
someone-
on my radar.
That was like I've seen they've been out for a while.
Aero bars are not on my radar.
Someone brought them in. I'm like, why do you have a quick release on your freaking aero bar? Like, you just gonna pull it off and say. The only weirder thing is that
Those
aero bar
exist, though.
handlebar thing that you have you seen the?
No.
I'll put that on our Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, the aero bars have quick release on them.
That seems dangerous.
I think it depends on your event you're doing or your training for a triathlon. And they do have that seat post. I think it's Redshift that. It's a tri setup they had a while ago, and what it did was it brought your seat position more forward as a tri bike would.
Okay.
The geometry is pretty different on a tri bike and where the seat tube and where the seat sits forward of the bottom bracket and stuff. So it like shifts you forward, and then you could like shift it back. I think that's where Redshift came from.
Okay.
Speculating, probably not. Now they're really not giving us stuff.
Well, I asked them for comment, and
No comment?
They declined to comment on our story today. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Did you threaten their children? That usually works.
the Utes.
Those street utes. And then they also have what they call really long bar tape.
Yeah.
So if you're going to wrap all this stuff with bar tape,
Well,
you do need really long bar tape.
It's funny because I was talking to Mike McMahon today about some of these. P&W has really wide bars. Also has those like super duper bars. No one makes bar tape long enough for them.
You'd have to buy an extra.
Yeah.
You'd have to buy double up, which makes actually good sense then. But they actually offer really long bar tape, so it works.
I'm just going to use straight bacon.
But then you can't get all fancy with your bar tape because you're stuck with what they offer with the really long bar tape. I think you're still in a market where people are going to buy multiple rolls. They're going to buy multiple packages to actually roll that stuff all together. I don't know. I'd give those bars a shot. I'd give them a shot because I like the idea of more
Put them on
places.
your tarmac.
Yeah, I like the idea of more places to hang stuff. You know,
Dangly bits.
You could put like a air freshener out there on the end of it and all kinds of fun stuff. You know, that's just me. I don't know. So come back for our long-term review next week. We still will not have touched them, but we will definitely have some thoughts and ideas on what we should do with them. I don't know if that's what everybody was looking for. I feel like I did a little bit of clickbaity stuff. I apologize, everybody.
Their price point's only $100 for that bar, though. I feel like that's really reasonable for what it is.
Oh, but if you start adding all the stuff, if you go to the loop system,
A la carte.
Oh, I didn't add the
then-
loop. Sneaky.
add the loop, add the grips, add the cruise control system, add the really long.
Oh, the loop is only $30 though. I would for $130. That's a solidly priced.
By
bar.
the time you put that whole system together, I had my cart up to $250 for that bar system.
Why?
I was just wanted to see what all the options were when I was
Well,
looking
I
at
bet
it.
you with
Why?
the grips, any grip will fit the bottom of that. Like if you already have,
I'm sure, yeah,
yeah.
but they wouldn't be
Oh, man.
ergonomic.
But I feel like for
Oh,
$130
God.
to get that little out front loop in a bar, that's pretty good for something weird.
But you got to buy the really long bar tape.
maybe
You got to
I
buy
don't know.
all the accessories. If you don't buy all the accessories, you're not in the Redshift universe. And when you're not in the universe, then you're getting a substandard response. You're not.
I am the universe, Brian.
Okay.
It revolves around me.
Ted said I doubt there's enough room for the Rootworks bar mount, but I feel like there could be.
Yeah. Hey,
There's possibilities, boys.
you have to get out some measuring tapes and some calipers, and
We'd have to know how wide the mounting bracket is.
we'd have to actually get our hands on some of these things.
I basically want that bar and have a really big feed bag sit right in the middle of it. You know, it's pretty deep.
Yeah, like a bucket.
Put like a 2 liter, like a
Oh,
liter
you mean
of
like
cola.
the Jeff Jones bar and
Yeah.
the fact that I've got that sweet bag that fits in the Jeff Jones bar?
Yeah.
yeah, that's
From our friends
brilliant.
at Nittany.
Yeah.
I get another Nittany order tomorrow at the store.
It could
I
actually just
love Nittany.
it could just be open and kind of like hang down like a bucket. And
Like
you
a
could-
front sack.
These nuts.
You could put you could just dump your spicy McNuggets in there, mix it with your French fries.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
and then
if you
could
still had a
be
long haul
digging
trucker,
out.
you could have truck nuts on this.
Well, I don't know. I think it'd be cool.
That's probably why Surly got rid of it. They never innovated truck nuts for their long haul trucker.
All right, you guys. Anybody want to add anything to the conversation on Maxxis, long haul trucker, or the Redshift kitchen sink? I like the name.
Maybe we'll build up a bike with all that.
I like the name, kitchen sink, because that implies that you can put anything on there, and I get a kick out of that. I like it.
What if I don't have a big kitchen sink? What if I have a
little
big
bar?
trunk?
If you had a little bar, I bet you.
Then I'm putting my bike in it.
Yeah.
If you had a little bar sink, I bet you it would fit on there, like one of those little small sinks. All right, do you guys want to do this or that? Let's do this or that.
Yeah.
Let's play along with this or that. And of course, everybody out there in live stream land, I don't know how many of you are out there. Do we want to catch up? Did anybody have anything to say, Joey, before we get too far?
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay.
They're bored.
Ted's talking to himself. Pete told me to do it, but I forgot what I was doing. Eric said buggy whips are iconic. An Indonesian market for the long haul trucker.
Oh, I'm sure there will be.
Yeah.
I'm sure there will be. Like the old cars they ride around.
I will say, I don't think we've talked about it much on here, but I don't know how it's far in depth, but Dustin Klein was doing some really good tire reviews.
You know what? Have you said that before?
Have I? I did this episode. I'm just saying.
I know you were just every episode.
He will be on
you
soon.
Talk about.
It'll happen.
I don't think we're going to get him on.
Why not?
I just don't feel it happening. I've reached out several times and I've gotten crickets. So.
We have this telekinesis because we're gingers.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe you can. If you can pull the. I did get the.
Like in Star Wars when you just.
I have heard it before, actually. The telekinesis.
Yeah.
You really?
It's weird.
Wes is half tele.
I only hear it half.
Yeah.
All right. This or that. Everybody.
I haven't looked again.
Play along in the live stream. First item up on this or that for this week, and I'm going to give it just as normal. Joey, then me, then Wes, you bring it home, and then live stream folks, you chime in. Let's make a deal or Price is Right.
Why?
Wait, is this a question?
Yeah.
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 Oh, okay.
Let's make a deal or Price is Right. You're a sick kid.
You know, watch Bob Barker beat up Happy Gilmore?
Yeah, I mean, when you're a
Price
kid,
is wrong.
That's what you did when you were a kid and you got sick and you stayed home from school. Was Price is Right, and let's make a deal.
I love Price is Right. Drew Carey does a good job.
Okay.
That pho place I love. Everywhere I go to eat pho, they're always, and I do it around lunch. Price is Right is always on.
Well, sure it is.
I love Price is Right. It's fun.
So Price is Right over. Let's make a deal.
Yeah.
I will say Wayne Brady has breathed new life.
I do love Wayne Brady.
He has breathed new life into Let's Make a Deal.
Yeah.
Now everybody knows.
I mean, they're back to back.
Yeah.
So, I will watch both of them.
I watch both of them. I'm one of those type of people when I'm working, I kind of have to have noise on in the background. And God bless, you can't do the news. You just can't listen to the news all day. You will literally just go insane. So those are my two things that I kind of put on the background, pay zero attention to, unless something gets a little, kind of crazy up there and there's ding, 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 and all that stuff going on. So I actually
do they have to pay taxes and stuff on stuff they win?
I have no idea. Although I'm going to say this.
Yes.
Drew Carey of late with the giant beard and the weird glasses, and they've put him in these strange. He looks like
a gnome.
I don't know what he looks like.
Did you know Drew Carey was a Marine or is a Marine?
No way, really?
Yeah,
he
is crazy.
Not still anymore.
He doesn't look like one now. Okay,
you know who's a
Drew Carey's lost a ton of weight. He's like a skinny dude now.
You know Rob Riggle, the actor?
Yeah,
he's still a reservist.
Really?
He's a pilot. Yeah.
I did not know that, but I knew that he had a military background.
He just has that look. He looks like Dave.
Okay. So I would definitely say I would like me some Wayne Brady. So I would go with Let's Make a Deal. Although Price is
Wayne
Right.
Brady versus do we pick Barker or Drew Carey?
That would make it interesting. You got to love some Bob Barker with having your pet spayed and neutered. That all right. We've gone way off track.
Happy Gilmore anniversary 25th was this week.
I don't think I've ever seen Let's Make a Deal. If I'm going to be honest, so I'd have to go.
It's pretty
Price
good.
Is Right.
No, Price is Right for you.
Yeah.
Okay. What
Price is wrong.
What's the live stream saying, Joey?
They all said Price is Right.
Price is Right?
No, I'm just kidding. Ted said Price is Right, obviously. Mr. Gisner said Price is Right.
Thank you, Pete.
Justin said Price is Right. Marcus said Price is Right. Eric Mute said he was in Full Metal. Who was he in Full Metal Jacket?
Oh, got no clue.
Who was in Full Metal Jacket?
Who was in Full Metal Jacket? Drew Carey was in Full Metal Jacket? No. Well, we've talked about so many people. Drew Carey,
It wasn't
Wayne
Private
Brady,
Pile, that's for sure.
Riggle. Could be all sorts of folks. Maybe Eric will chime back in and let us know who was in Full Metal Jacket.
Private Pile is like a detective on a show nowadays or something.
Oh, glad he's doing all right.
Sal coming in with prices right.
Still
Okay.
crazy.
Second
Jelly
item.
donut.
Second item on this week's This or That. Anything that Redshift makes or new tires every month. You
So
get to
what
pick.
does that mean?
You get to pick. You get to pick. I'm trying to do tie-ins. You get to pick anything, or you get to anything that Redshift makes, because we seem to really like have a fanboy thing for Redshift.
Dude, Drew Carey looks stunning in a uniform.
Eric got us all excited, and he's like, "No, JK boys, he wouldn't." No.
Sorry, back to all right.
So
he's a handsome man.
So Redshift, because we are fanboys. I think that's
Anything from Redshift?
you can pick anything from Redshift, or all the things from Redshift, or you could get a new tires every month.
I'm gonna go new tires.
New tires every month.
I'm not installing them.
Okay, I would go with new tires every month as well, because they just wear out. That's a huge cost savings, and then with the money I save, I could buy Redshift stuff.
Ooh,
That would be my approach. Yeah.
I don't want to rain on anyone's parade, so I actually changed elastomers out on a Redshift recently, and the one that was in there for a while was quite a bit smaller than the new one. I switched it out for the other
Really?
side, so I don't know if there's a little shrinkage.
Was it cold out?
No, it was a little bit. It was Mike
Somebody-
McMahon. I think Mike got it around Christmas. I don't know.
Yeah, he haven't had that long.
Yeah,
He rides a lot.
I sent a picture. I needed to check. I didn't get a response back yet. I do love the Redshift stuff. Like if I had the stem and handlebars and the shock top seat post,
Yeah.
that'd be good. But I'll go with the Redshift stuff. Let's just change it up.
I like my plan. New
got a
tires
plan?
every month, which saves you a bunch of money, because I go through tires.
Yeah.
And then I would just be able to buy all the Redshift stuff.
Do we get stuck with these Maxxis tires?
You'd have to get Max's tires.
No.
Wes, where are you at?
I don't know. This kitchen sink is cool. I'd try it.
Yeah, I'm going Redshift.
I
too.
think I got to do Redshift. They got some weird stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
there's not too many companies making cool shit anymore.
Yeah.
Redshift's making it.
What's the live stream? Where's the live stream? Wave
Tires is tires.
Yeah.
Where's the live stream at?
Let's see. Justin said new tires. Eric new tires. Pete said tires, assuming you get to pick the tire each month.
No, Maxis.
Bill O'Neill said new tires every month. Salvatore said the other Salvatore, because there's two Salvatores in here.
You have
really?
two Salvatores?
Well, Marcus's name is
Oh, that's
Salvatore.
right, yeah.
I did not know that.
Tires, and I think they're both from Jersey area. I don't know. I think is Sal in New York? Salvatore, or is he Jersey?
I think Sal's in Pennsylvania or New Jersey.
Oh.
One of the two.
Marcus is from the shore. And I have the stem Bill said. Thanks, Bill.
Yeah.
Marcus said Redshift. So
I love my Redshift stem.
we should want to be innovative. I don't know if I should say this out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's going to take my idea, just like spoilers
It's
podcast.
okay. It's not like we'll ever do anything with
You
it.
know they have like I'm doing it in the pre-show show.
Spoilers.
Sal's from Jersey, so they're both from Jersey. They have like Dollar Shave month. You get like the box. I get the like fishing box, tire box of the
A
month.
tire box of the month.
Maybe
the mountain bike version.
quarterly.
The gravel version and the road version.
Oh yeah,
That's a great idea.
and then you get sealant and we pick it all out for you. Maybe get some nice valves.
I feel like you could do that with bar tape really easy.
Oh yeah,
Or grips.
Really, really long.
You could do
tape.
that with a lot of things, actually.
really
Yeah.
long tape.
Hi, Melanie.
Hey, that's my wife.
Hey, there's Milo.
You're on
too.
a podcast now. Yeah.
Okay. Third item on this week's This or That: coconut or pineapple.
That's horrible. I loathe coconut, but I will eat pineapple on pizza.
You've got a lot to say about it. So,
I hate coconut.
what makes
I
coconut?
have the
bad
same
I'm
for
with
you?
feeling.
Joey on this 100%.
Coconut. Have you seen Zombieland? How Woody Harrelson?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about coconut.
Yeah. It was the Twinkies with him, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, but then he goes and he goes
the
into
snowballs.
white.
And he found
Snowballs.
snowballs.
I hate snowballs.
Snowballs.
It's not the taste; it's consistent. I hate coconut. It's horrible.
See,
Why they do coconut shrimp is a waste. Why
Oh,
they
no,
do
that's
coconut and
horrible.
chocolate is a waste.
That's
Why
horrible.
coconut milk is made, it's a waste. All coconut is a waste.
No.
Pineapple tastes good when it's grilled, maybe put on a pizza. Pineapple does belong on pizza. Pineapple with pizza with barbecue sauce as the sauce is amazing.
So good.
Oh yeah.
So for something you didn't care about, you thought was horrible, you literally talked for like 3 minutes about coconut.
Well, I'm trying to do my deed of filling in an hour.
This is a toss up for me. Pineapple's okay, but I do love me a coconut cake.
See,
White icing, white
not.
cake, white icing, coconut icing,
Did they use coconut or pineapple on a pound cake? Is that what?
upside down pineapple.
Upside down pineapple cake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cake with the name in the title. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's delicious.
It is good. And it's got cherries in it too.
Oh, yeah.
And it's always moist. It's always moist. That
Ew.
cake is
Yeah.
never a dry cake. Moist is one of those words. It's creepy.
You know,
isn't it?
as that is a trigger word, you go on a Mission Barbecue and they ask you, and it's all over about being moist. It's their mission.
I think it is. Wes, where are you at with pineapple? Well, I think you may have already chimed in, but I'm going to give you an
Yeah,
opportunity.
pineapple's amazing. Why would you not pick pineapple? I mean, not only can you use it as a weapon, you can eat it as a food. I guess
Yeah.
you could do that with coconut. They're both great weapons. Now.
I think a coconut would be a better weapon in its shell.
Pineapple is my safe word.
Maybe, but you can grab the pineapple stalk and like swing it around pretty good, like a foxtail. Like,
Have
Get it
you
going.
seen the
It's got
thing-
little prickly things that
Yeah.
come off of it.
The
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah.
I think the guy rolls the pineapple and then he does something and he can like pull out the little chunks and it's like
yeah,
little
I
popsicles.
have seen that. Apparently, like that's how you're supposed to. I don't know.
I don't know how to eat a pineapple then. I don't.
Pineapple's good. Pineapple juice is amazing.
That's my-
and it makes certain things smell really good. So yeah, pineapples all the way.
Okay, pineapples all the way. Where's the live stream at, Joey? What's going on over there?
Everyone hates coconut. They're with me.
No, Justin said coconut.
Justin would say coconut.
Justin is
Pete,
coconuts.
Pete's pineapple. Bill's pineapple. Marcus is pineapple. I'm having a pina colada now just to spite all of you with an umbrella.
That doesn't surprise me from Ted. He's probably on his bike too at the same time.
I would
doing
love
it.
a pina colada right now. That's what I'm gonna do after the show.
Last item on this week's
I
This
pina
or
colada
That.
West one day. Like the song?
It was not good.
I'm gonna just zoom on. I'm gonna skate on by that. Just gonna.
Me and Joey's
roll-
roommate was weird.
Roll on by that. Disc brakes or rim brakes. Now you can approach this from any way. Using it, working on.
There's only one way to
them.
approach this.
No, it's like you could
Coaster.
you could use the rotor as a coaster.
Drum.
So, you know, you could
Feet.
you could do whatever you want with it. Disc brakes or rim brakes.
As a mechanic? I don't know.
I don't know. Just any way you want. I'm trying to tie
Disc
things
brakes.
in. Disc brakes.
Do you continually work on rim brakes and realize they're horrible?
Yeah.
Yep. There's something always going wrong with a rim brake.
And you're never lined up right, and there's always squirrely
Well,
stuff, and
Wheels out of
Through
true. The
axle.
fact that you could literally destroy your rim.
If
by
they had
braking
through
too
axle
much.
rim brakes.
yeah. I'm
That's a Walmart bike. I feel like
definitely after the disc brakes too. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
until you
Wes,
get one that squeals, and then somebody's like, "Stop it from squealing!"
Yeah.
Like it's just gonna squeal forever.
Yeah.
Just deal with it. Yeah.
Or until you have a seal break in your hydraulic line or your fluid's bad or something gets bent. They all suck.
yeah.
rim brake. Yeah, I lied.
Oh, you're going back to the rim brake, Wes?
I'm just thinking
Hydraulic rim brakes.
when I worked at the shop, how many times people complained and brought their stuff back for rim brakes, and it was substantially less than disc brake.
Okay. Okay.
I think we have flattened that curve. I think we have flattened that curve.
You got 14 days to flatten the curve. That's what we're going to do here.
We had our 14. We flattened it.
14 days or 1 year or a year and a half. I don't know what
Lately,
it's gonna
because I think due to the part shortage, I've had horrible issues during COVID with rim brakes
take. Yeah.
and the lack thereof. They always they're clapped out all the time. The springs get tired and you can't do anything, and then they suck.
What's the live stream?
That's why the long haul trucker got discontinued.
You'll see. That's why it was a callback.
I'm glad they got rid of the long
Justin
haul
said
trucker.
disc brakes. Kyle said Fred Flintstone brakes.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you, Kyle.
actually. Thank you, Kyle.
Coconut disc brakes. Hold on. We Salvatore said pineapple, and Casey Fitton said coconut. Justin
We missed a few.
said disc. Kyle's Fred Flintstone. Salvatore is disc. Yeah, there you go, Pete. Pete's fixed.
Fixed gear.
Doing skids. I
My
do
legs are
skids,
my
but not on my
brakes.
bike. But
Just
disc.
use a stick through my wheel.
Disc brakes. They look cooler too.
That was from Bill.
Rim on the road, disc, all other.
Okay.
Disc brakes, the only rim brake to hold out are crotchety old farts yelling at clouds. If you touch the brakes, you're last. I'm actually still on the
But think about it this way. Like, if you go to, like, I don't know, Philly Bike Expo, and you look at a beautiful bike, I feel like 9 times out of 10, if that bike is, like, perfect, it's got rim brakes on it. Yeah, it's not disc.
I still have the desire, and I'm hunting.
I think you're right, Wes.
Yeah. There's some the really nice hand-built stuff. A lot of it's rim. I really want, and all the way to, I might have an All-City Mr. Pink in the lineup at some point, which is a rim brake bike. It complements the Zigzag. I want to take an old steel rim brake bike, put a nice new fork on it, and just pimp it out.
I have got an old vintage late 1980s.
I'm okay.
Steel frame that you want to play with.
Nothing.
In your spare time, you want to work on bikes.
No, like I want to find like an old steel LA, which they had.
I missed that. That was like only for like a year, maybe 2 or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, they did that throwback, but I also want to find one of the originals.
Well, remember, like, it was like 4 years later, and they found like a shipping container full of those things. They're like, oh yeah, we've got like 1,000 of these.
Wish they would do that now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you'd be able to sell the crap out of that.
They just came with like Sora, but they were just simple. They even had down tube shifters. It was nuts.
It was real nice.
I got an old bike with down tube shifters on it, and you could have a lot of fun with that, Joey. You could
I'm okay.
Put it together. No, don't want to.
No, I don't want down tube shifters.
Okay, well, you do whatever.
No, I want to put like 11-speed record on there.
Down tube shifters.
Yeah.
Or bar end shifters. Oh God, Philly's the worst.
Or the rotary ones that sit inside the grips. Those are good.
There's actually a lady.
Really reliable.
She's in Great Mills. I need to talk her down to the point where my wife won't notice it in her checking account.
What are you at? What are you trying to buy?
She has a, let's see, bike.
Okay.
Local. She has a blue Specialized LA. It was maybe she sold it. That's
nice, Wes. You're on live TV, boy. You're on live TV.
She wanted like $300.
Does everybody like seafood?
No.
Need a new fork.
All right.
Anyway.
You got anything else before we shut it down, Joey? We're getting ready to do that. We're on that next piece while you're looking your stuff up on Craigslist.
No, I'm looking at fly reels because they popped up.
ADHD.
I have it bad. You can buy a Patagonia banner. Who would buy a 3x5 banner?
Okay.
You know, put that in your house.
Hey, Wes, you got anything else
Joey's house next week? I bet you.
Before we shut it down, do you have anything else?
I only wear my Michigan stuff with the Patagonia
lost control.
logo.
I've lost total control. Thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt's a listener-supported podcast by some amazing, incredible people on Patreon and or PayPal. And our show can be found wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Hey, Wes?
What? I see you getting ready to delete this, so that way I can't do it. That's fine.
How can
I'm ready.
folks get in touch with us?
They can go to hell. That's how.
Oh, my God.
Anyway.
Wes.
Wow.
Holy cow. Back to you, Joey.
I'm just saying, that's
Joey, take over.
All right. So if you want to get in touch with us, our website is at graveltraveldirt.com. Our Instagram is at MidAtlanticGTD, and our phone number is 410-231-3850.
Thank you, Joey.
No one's going to call us ever.
Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt is recorded this week right here in Joey's kitchen, all the way up to Wes's pleasure room in Traverse City, Michigan.
Right there.
This is a bad episode.
Somewhere in the mitten. I don't know. Thanks for riding along, everybody. Until next time.
Bye.
Do good, be nice, go slow, respect others, and stay healthy.
Love you. Bye.
Guess I'm in trouble. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Damn, Wes. We love you too.
Okay. Now
you can scold them in the post show.
Now we're going to give you the post show scolding. You don't do that to people.
I thought it was funny. They can go to hell.
I've never had to shake my finger at the camera before during a live stream, and I'm doing it now.
I've come to ask you to stop cursing.
I've come to. Oh my God. You need some mittens, Wes. You need some of them wittens.
I didn't flip anybody off.
Last week you did.
You're in complete control. No, he was given the. No, that's good. I thought it was. I thought last week you did flip somebody off. I was like, I looked at Joey and I'm like, what the hell did he just do?
That's why I had to text him.
Like, what did he just do?
You invited all of me back, not just part of me.
And then I went back and I looked at the live stream and I saw what you did. You're like, that's good. Giving it that's good. That's
Arrivederci. Buongiorno.
All right, live stream. Thanks everybody for watching and hanging out with us tonight.
Hey, if you want to play along,
we appreciate it.
Move over to the Maryland Fishing Line.
Yeah, there you go.
And keep going with us.
All right, guys.
And I'm not going.
We are going to hit the stop stream. Love everybody in the Joey.
We love you.
Joey.
I love you, Brian.
Love you.
Love
Bye.
you.
I say that now in the parking lot in front of Joey's house when I'm leaving at night and there's neighbors.
When he
around.
walks in, he says, "Let's shoot a porno," and he walks out, he says, "Love you."
Well, I come in carrying all these bags of equipment. It's like, it's time to shoot some porn.
You should bring tapioca pudding and just put it on your face and walk out of the house.
Yeah, not doing that. All right. Good night, everybody.
Love you. Bye.